Hello. Welcome back to another week of the mature ejaculation. A lot of people have asked, what are we? What is this? What's going on? Because there's been whispers, and we just want to let you know we are educators, we are entertainers, we are lifesavers when we are doing our other jobs. This is edutainment. We are edutainers. We have one mission, our women, our kids, and our brothers. We're just trying to keep everything in one direct place, but the love is always being spread. Got the brothers here. We got Gifted Gab. Got my man King Picasso. My man G Gorgeous. R&B Reem from Evergreen. And my man MC.
Sir.
In the place to be. Me and Brother Reem are co-hosting tag team back again. And you are invited into a room, but you just can't say nothing. It's men, we're talking, you can listen. You're a fly on the wall. It's a journey. We're going to talk this week. We're going to talk about how you should be greeting a woman, the art of conversation, how lost it is, whatever happened to kissing. And what are those words that we say back in the day that are still applied today? Like, what's good?
Word.
Let go.
But it's interesting. So, Reem, I just want to ask you, man, because I've heard on the streets is watching and they listening. And there are females that are still out here being greeted by men over 35, over 40 with, yo, ma, what's good, shorty? Well, hey, good looking. Is that a proper way to greet a woman?
Not at all. Oh, we got to do the Jamaican version. Yo, Angel, Empress, Data, my girl, Wagwan.
Oh. Fatness.
Yeah. I don't want to get too explicit, but it is there. It's there. So, bottom shelf is not the right way. I don't understand it, but me personally, I don't think people shoot their shot with the hopes of getting the reaction that they really want. I just think that they just catcall just for the. I'm worried about if I could curse on my own show for the fuck of it. You know?
I think that people have lost their way. We didn't grow up learning too much. We saw other people do it, then they do it, and they do it. But it's not cool to be over 35, over 30, talking about, yo, it was good.
Hey, baby.
And sending penis pics. What's up with that?
Yo,
how you greet a woman?
Excuse me, miss. What's your name?
Okay, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You know, it's shocking sometimes because, and we had this discussion in production meetings and, not everybody, some people thought like, you know what? A grown man should know how to be a grown man. And he's absolutely correct. However, there are a lot of grown men out here that don't know what it entails to be a grown man.
Yeah, but
MC, you was about to touch on that, man. I want to hear your what you was about to say.
I'm kind of curious because when I think about, we talking about, audio, right? We talking about men hollering at women, but how about those dudes who still pull a chick with the pants down their ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing is that it's like, I know there's a person for a person out there in life. We all know that. But as a woman, how do you respond to a dude with the yo shorty was good? And does it matter that what the person's driving? Does that matter? If you treat a person like that with the strength of whoa, shorty was good, but his pants sagging, and then 6 months down the line, he doesn't treat her right. So it's like, look at the way he approached you. Why is it as a woman, and that's probably a wet spot question for a woman, but like, why does a woman respond to that? Because women out there, we're faulting the man for saying that, but there are women out there that respond to that.
That's 100%.
Like, what's their logic behind that? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I hope they leave a comment. Women, please Leave a
Do
comment.
you wanna ride in my Mercedes?
They started inviting. Picasso, talk to them, man. I want to know your views on this one right here. Or could you respond to MC on that one? What do you think about what he's saying as far as the women's perspective?
Yeah, I just think it all depends on the person. Like it all depends on the dude. Like you're not gonna see a dude with sense and a mature dude walking down the street with his pants sagging under his ass, talking about like, yo, ma, let me talk to you for a minute. Like, that's not like we grown. I mean, we've been there. We probably got friends in the hood who still do that. But you know, for the most part, that's not what grown folk do. So,
but have you
any woman responding to that is like,
yeah, but
be mad.
himself mentioned the age, right? He said 35 and 30 and up. But did you ever get a woman with that phrase? Like, yo, ma, because we can't bash them now that we in our upper 30s, 40s, because you used to say that back then. Like, did any of us used to?
Yo, squatter.
Yo, he's from Brooklyn, so you know he did it.
Nah, I never did that. Nah, see.
They ran down on
did
chick.
that. I never
You know that,
did
yo,
that.
give me your number, shorty, real
It
quick.
was good.
I never, you know what I mean? Like, I never had to do that. I never did that.
Okay. All right.
That's more like that, you know, like that's like, I like to say that's like a hood mentality, you know what I mean? Like dudes from the hood, because you ain't gonna see no dude who's a square doing that. That's like a hood thing.
That's a fact. It comes with its connotations.
And though I'm from the hood, but I got a little more sense than that to be trying to holler at some chick on the street, just like, yo, ma, yo, you looking good, honest, baby. Like,
whenever I did it, I never expected a kill. Like, I never expected a victim to be victorious. I've done it, and trust me, whenever they responded, I'm like, you know, they like, yo, oh shit, they start, especially from the car. It's happening.
Oh, the car was big.
Yeah, and it's like, whoa, she really like you bit off of that big. That okay,
oh, let me tell you,
pull over real quick, and I'm gonna run down on you.
We'll eat the crumbs, man.
Yo, listen, man, whatever they was at that time, I mean, the thing is, the crazy part about it is some ended up being some real good chicks. You know, I guess they looked, because you know, I'm easy on the eyes to some, you know what I'm saying? So I guess they would look and be like, you know what? He is a dick for fucking yelling at me, but dude looks like he got something to work with. So maybe that's what it is. I have no clue.
I mean, maybe it's culture. Maybe it's the culture.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it's the culture. Because remember, guys, when we used to be in the clubs, right? And the pack of chicks was dancing and all that. In what other forum could you literally walk up to a chick and put your privates on her back and start dancing? But this was considered normal behavior. And what did they do? They gave the turn, and if you was proper, they threw it back. If you wasn't, they walked away. And y'all don't front. Y'all ladies know what I'm talking about.
They hit it with a bit. They hit it with
the, or they let their girls, and their girls would do like the, girl, we're going to the bar, girl.
Yeah. Go ahead, finish up.
Gorgeous, let me ask you a question, Gorgeous. Like, what do you think? Steph brought up, Bottom Shelf brought up the idea we're going to a spot. You see, you know, women up in the spot. What do you think about two women dance with each other with the possibility you trying to maybe see some dance with somebody and it's like, yo, they dance with each other? What's the logic you think behind that, yo?
And that's a perfect question from you, MC, because you're the guy who's always pushing double standards. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Women could go to the club and dance on each other, and don't get me wrong, while they're dancing each other, they're clocking the room. Let's be for real. Mm-hmm. They're clocking the room. So the thing for me is, and Mike, you could attest to this, when I was younger, I was a cocky son of a bitch. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Wait, I wouldn't expect that from you, man.
When you say younger, like when you were like 32?
Yesterday. He reached yesterday.
Nah, but when we speak about
is Gorgeous. He named himself Gorgeous.
He beat yesterday.
Oh, but listen to me. really quick off topic. I came to understand that some people are uncomfortable calling me G Gorgeous. So I'm in the process of changing my name to Handsome. I just want to let y'all know real quick. But
G Handsome.
But okay, but seriously, like I've never been in a position to be trying to pick a girl up off the street. I've just never done it. And in the clubs, I always, try to go for that cue. Like I'll probably walk by and see if she give you that look like, ooh, that girl, you see him? Once I got that, it's in the bag. You know what I'm saying? The rest is easy.
So let me ask, yo, Bottom, what's your go-to phrase? What we all got a go-to outfit. What's your go-to phrase when you see a woman that you
now or then?
Now then. Give me some then.
Ooh, I was the guy.
Give me a then, give me a now. Give me a then, give me a now.
Okay, then I would have been the guy that you might have shamed. I wasn't hollering at it, but if it walked by and it was close, I'd be like, it was good, like with a low tone. I wasn't like, yo,
wow,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm shocked.
I'm gonna tell you what I used to do though. I would pull up to the bus stop.
Don't tell me the other part.
I would pull up to the bus stop and I just roll the window down and I just nod my head. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm lying. It works. Nice, cool day.
You on the bus?
Nod your head.
No, he's driving.
3 or 4 heads. 3 or 4 heads look up. They want to get in. Then you just pick out of the 3 heads, out of the 6, 3 of them look up. And then out of the 3, you say and then they come to the car like, where you going? Like, how far are you going? I drop you like I'm going that way. You think so, but see, the climate of today is different.
Yeah, much.
When we were back then, people weren't getting snatched like that.
In your car right now, Steph, like
no, that was then. Now?
Yeah.
Now really.
Nah, don't compare what you did to what you're about to compare it to. It's not.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Now it's none of that. It's none of that. It's just how you doing this evening? What are you drinking? Things of that nature. It's conversation.
Real mature.
Well, what's the last book you read? Things of that nature, because you want to now. You're not chasing. When you mature, you're not chasing physical. Not all the time. Like, of course, we love a pretty face. We love all of that other stuff. But what you are saying is, how far can this go? Like, can we ascend to something higher? Or is all you are is these jeans and these kicks and that's it? You don't have no substance. So now, I want to know. Because if a chick says, I don't really read like that. I don't know, man. I don't like that. And my favorite magazine is Cosmopolitan because women read that.
Picasso, what do you look for? What do you look for in a woman, bro?
Well, so before when I was on the market, and when I was in the field, when I was hunting in the field, I mean, I'm a guy. I like it all, man. I like pretty face. I like breasts. I like ass. I like it all.
Ooh, freaky kid.
So, yeah, man. So I like it all, and I don't know. I just
I was kind of talking inside. I wasn't really talking.
But I mean, inside. No, you know what? Inside. I mean, I look for the brain. I look for because the brain. The brain leads the heart. So I look for. I mean, I've always had a thing for sapiosexuals, intelligent women. Women who definitely had knowledge,
our audience,
intelligence, education.
For our audience, tell us what's
a sapiosexual?
There's an app for that. Google it. I'm sure in the comments they'll let you know what it is. Y'all let MC know what a sapiosexual is in the comments, ladies.
So Picasso, pretty much
I'm sure some of them watch it.
Pretty much, you're saying you like a woman with good brain.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
just checking.
Like
just take a bow. Take a bow, gorgeous. Take a bow.
Really quick, before we kill this, can I give my craziest pickup story though really quick and we out of here?
Go ahead.
I was in Carib, and y'all know Carib.
They all don't.
Okay.
Stand up.
And like I said, you know, we go to the club, me and MC, this is what we do. We get a little spot, get our bottles going, and we kind of just look who's checking us out, whatever. So female on the floor checking me out. So I said, guess what? I'm gonna go down there, I'm gonna dance with her. So we dance and all that good stuff. And I'm like, all right, we about to be out of here. So I'm like, shorty, nice dance with you. Just I'm gonna call you tomorrow and maybe we should go to the movies or something. And she's like, but you don't have my number. I was like, oh, here's my phone. Because I had 2 phones back then. I said, take my phone. I just gave her my phone, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, take my phone, and I call it tomorrow. When I call, answer it. And she looked at me like I'm crazy, and I walked off. Yo, next day,
bad mother.
Next day, hit that number. She picked up. She's like, you crazy. I said, okay, just be ready by 7 for me to pick you up.
That's like the Batcave phone. Yo,
yeah.
When they turn red, you answer it.
Yo, how many Nokias did you lose, Greg?
You're the original Hitch, brother.
Yo, for sure.
G Gorgeous, it's amazing that you're here because you are the perfect segue to the topic where we talked about, and it's about your take on how social media has killed the art of conversation.
Oh my
right?
God, for sure.
What is your viewpoint on why we don't have conversations anymore?
Yo, technology is a phenomenal thing. Like it does amazing thing. It changes our life from time to time. Every year is different. But the thing that I don't like about it is it cuts out relationships in terms of person to person, conversations to conversations. Let's not even start talking about how they just start abbreviating everything now. You got to have a whole new dictionary to understand what these new millennials are talking about. That's the first part.
Uh-oh.
But I actually enjoy when I used to pick the phone up, have a long conversation about what's going on, whatever. But now it's you get a text, hey, what's up, boom, 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 and the conversation is over in 5 minutes, and you're like, yo, really? No one even writes a letter anymore.
That's
Stamps is about to be a dinosaur event. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
That's crazy.
So everything is so short, so to the point. Everybody, it's what you call a quick fix. Boom.
Facts.
And it takes away from relationships, man. I'm telling you.
And
The
you
art
know
of
this
conversation
how?
is dead. Go ahead, Reem.
I'm just as the co-host, I just want to ask the brother, the married man, how does he know what it takes away from? Because
I'm thirsty. Let me finish my drink.
Oh, now you thirsty.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure this one out, man. Because listen, brother, look, you pull in right now. So look,
no, but I'm not even.
Maybe
I'm
you
not
heard
even
your
so
friends
much
talk about it, like
no,
man.
no, but I'm not even so much talking about like the man to woman thing. I'm just pretty much talking about period. Like
because the art of conversation is not just limited to men, women.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I will say this though, hint, fellas. If I hear another story about how a woman is literally going into a DM and assaulted with penis pics, I don't know when this happened, when this was cool, and these are not just young boys. Old dudes, y'all doing it too, and y'all wrong. How you send somebody a picture of your private, like they're not even asking. Open your, here's penis in your face. Like, why? What are y'all thinking? Who said? And kings, know your worth, kings. That's what I want. Know your worth. Let her work for it, bro. For that chocolate bar. Don't just hand that out. Know your worth, king. You know your worth, Gab. What's your worth, king?
That's never been cool, son. I don't know how. I don't even know why. That I don't know why
When we do this at?
Exactly. I don't know what he do that, but I don't know. I'm not from that era, so I'm not comprehending that.
But Gab, while we're on you, why don't you go ahead and answer that question anyway? Like, what do you think about social media and technology and how it's affect the art of
conversation? Because everybody's in a rush to do nothing. Everybody's in a rush to go nowhere. So everything is cut short now, man. Including the conversations. Because I got something else to do that's going to take me another 5 minutes to do, and then I'm gonna do something else that's going to only take me 5 minutes. Like everybody got a real tight schedule, I guess.
Facts.
I feel you. MC, talk to him, man. What do you think about it? I know you're somebody that you enjoy conversation pieces, so what do you feel?
I got to be honest with you, man. Like, Professionally, I'll say this, man. When this whole COVID thing started, and I had to communicate this way with, the staff, I kind of felt my most worthless period in life as a principal. Like I didn't connect with my staff. Like, what I mean? It was just like this on a computer and that was it. When I got the opportunity in September to go back and talk to the staff, it just felt different. And I shared it with them because I'm able to see body language. They're able to see my body language, and it is different. The on a personal level, it's weird because while I like to communicate, and seeing a person, talking on a person on the phone, the text, as Gab said, the text is just so, what I mean, to just say, hey, what's up? And, sometimes it's like carrying on a conversation is not really my thing. So, on the text it's so much easier to like. So, I like it on both ends. I didn't really love it professionally, but on a personal level, I do enjoy sending the text. But, I got to be honest, there are times when I just do want to carry on and hear a person's voice and words. You know what I'm saying? It just means differently because how many times have we had text messages miscommunicated? You know what I'm saying? Where it's say something, you know what I'm saying? You say something and all of a sudden it's like it goes right. Like that's not what I meant. You know what I'm saying? So many times it's best to even communicate that.
Talk to him, King.
Well, I mean, we live in an instant gratification society. Like,
oh yes,
everything is give me this, give me fast. You see people complain when they don't get their food fast enough, and it's like, yo, this is food. Like, food takes time to cook, and people be like, yo, you not done with that? Drive-throughs, all that. So, we got remote controls for everything. Like you probably gonna have remote controls for the remote control real soon. You can find the remote control. So but yeah, it's an instant gratification society, and that just transferred over to the digital platforms. Everything is quick. But I mean, I appreciate it as far as what COVID has brought in regards to that. We were able to slow down and kind of see things for what they are a little bit. So that's what I mean. Communication. I think we've been communicating a lot more this way and actually having to have dialogue.
Right.
With multiple people. With if you was a coach, you had to talk to. Now you got to step up your communication skills because now you're not able to see kids, face to face as often. You're not able to do a whole lot of things. So, yeah, man, that's what it is. We've been conditioned with technology. As technology moves faster, it shortens time, and that's all this is. It's a byproduct of that. Shortening time is a byproduct of technology.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But really, it's not all bad though, because as much as it takes away in terms of one-on-one stuff, with the close friends and family in business world and in trying to get things done, it has done wonders to reach more people at a faster pace. Like, back in the days, I couldn't have a conversation with 20 people by just blasting one email or on this Zoom thing. We couldn't be doing this 10 years ago.
I didn't know how to use Zoom last year, bro.
Exactly. So, like I said, everything has its good and its bad. So we don't like the fact that it takes away from the personal relationship that you have with someone that's close to you. But in regards to everything else, it does wonders because you're now able to reach more people and in a short amount of time with a bigger bang.
It ties the knot. Imagine the pandemic without FaceTime, without Zoom, without all of this. We'd have lost each other, Reem.
Right.
I agree. The only thing is, as a parent, I don't like the damage that it does to the kids, right?
So, okay, I like this angle.
I have a teenager that, he doesn't really know how to interact with females. Because his interaction, he gets to hide behind this thing right here. So it's easy to send a message and say something that you wouldn't normally say to that woman's face or to that young lady's face.
Talk to her.
And because you get to hide behind your phone and then you look to see what she's gonna say and you're hoping that she's gonna like agree to what you say. And I'm not talking about nothing crazy, just something like, yo, hey, you know what? I've been talking to you for a while and I just want you to know that I like you. And it's like, when they get in front of these young women or when they even on the phone with them, they scared. They're like, they don't know what to say because their social skills are so poor because they're just relying on waiting on a response from a message or waiting on or waiting like with Snapchat, I guess, whatever it is, you can see that it says seen, like, and they know how to finesse these websites and these apps. So I'm totally down for it in a professional world because it makes sense. It helps, right? But for parents trying to raise these young people, and even for these young people that have to go transition into the professional world, they might have to create a communications class like on a social level. Because these kids they really don't know how to communicate effectively.
They don't. Bro, that's a
crazy. Gorgeous, I want you told me a story.
Exactly. So I know what you're about to say. Like, yo, Reem, in terms of what you're saying though, that is your job. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Because I have a 12-year-old son.
No, it's not. That was not my job. My kid's supposed to learn social skills.
No, bro, that's your job, man. I'm gonna tell you this is what I'm saying to you.
I totally disagree with that.
No, hold on. We could disagree, but if my son comes to me and say, Dad, how do I talk to a girl? You know what I'm saying to you? That's where I step in and say, listen, the phone thing is cute, but it doesn't show. A girl don't get to see your eyes when you say, you know, I want to take you to lunch tomorrow. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Or it's really nice talking to you.
Well, I don't disagree with that. My point is that's advice, but it ain't my job because you got to grow. So our job isn't to teach you how to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that good advice? Hey, I got this girl that I like. I want to know what to say to her dad. Cool. Yeah. But as far as not being able to know how to really communicate because you hide behind your text messages, that's not my job to say, all right, when you're 16, 17, I got to teach you how to talk. Like, school, that's school job. Social, you socialize. No, hold on. You socialize for a reason. You go to school, you socialize amongst your peers, and that's you do that. We can't teach you how to do that.
Yo, Kareem, you do realize as a parent, your job is to guide, right?
That's not guiding.
It is guiding.
No. How to talk?
It is guiding. If your kid comes to you in a quagmire, it is your job to guide, brother.
Okay, let me ask you this. You said your name is. You said you had all the confidence in the world.
Absolutely.
Who guided you to do that?
Men around me, because my father was in Jamaica.
Are you kidding me? Your own, man.
No, sir. Listen to me. When I touched down off the boat in this country, my brother, I was shy as F-U-C-K.
So you went home and said, "Hey guys, could you help me out how to?"
No, I didn't go home. Men that I was hanging around with realized that I was a shy dude, and they started giving me pointers like, "Little man, don't do that. Little man, don't do this." You know what I'm saying?
You hung around people though, correct? And you developed
adults. Big man. Listen to me. Once you ejaculate, my brother, boom.
Splash.
It is your job. It is your job to guide that kid in every possible way until you're on the.
No, I agree, but that's not guiding our kids. That's,
okay.
I'm not teaching my kids how to talk. I'm going to be like, yo,
no, sir.
I want them to develop their own social skills, not through daddy's eyes.
In some ways, yes. But when your kid comes to you and they're saying, how do I talk to a girl? Brother, man, light bulb goes off. I'm doing backflips because I'm like, yes, let's talk. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Don't tell your son to give your girl an iPhone and walk away.
No, I'm not going to.
He's not coming to me. I'm just noticing I know that the skills are not there. I'm seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing, but I'm not, and I can talk, but I don't believe it's my job. Like,
Reem.
And parenting isn't a job, by the way.
Let's take the word job out of it. Let's responsibility. Can we say responsibility?
Exactly.
Listen to me. Again, a kid may not be comfortable to tell you everything, but once you use the word notice, it is now your responsibility to step in as a man and explain to them, at one point I was in this position and this is how I maneuvered it.
Is that going to help them though?
100%.
Get out of here, man.
Picasso, talk to me. Yeah. You got a son, right?
My son is only 6, but I do got a daughter. My daughter's 17. So, and I think a lot of the times, like she'll go to my wife with a lot of those conversations. So I don't really have to deal with but so much. But I mean, the very much important matters. I get those conversations, but I understand both parts of that. And I think what Reem is saying is that he's just something that he's noticing. And I don't think his son, he may not be saying his son is necessarily coming to him for that, like, for that. See, like what you said, G, you reminded me of when at 13, I worked in a barber shop. So I was around OGs and I just peeped game and heard them say certain things and watch their interactions with each other. And that allowed me to learn. So that was the social aspect. And then I had my mans and my friends where we chop it up. And then we were able to go, talk to girls and do all that stuff. So I think I understand Reem's point, but I definitely understand your point. But that's the thing. Now there's not a lot of OGs there. So I think as a parent, and if you notice that your child doesn't have that same environment where they can grab those social skills and do those things, then it's up to you to kind of be that. And there's a sign I saw, one of the signs that stick out in my mind, and it was actually from a video that was like on a video somewhere, but it said, "Nothing is not your job." And I feel like as a parent, there's nothing that is not your job. No. So I understand what R&B Reem is saying, but I just think that was the dynamic where if his son came to him, I'm sure he'll give him. Sure he'll be
right. Or you could just put him in those positions. Like, yes, you see, there's a social.
That's how I was taught.
There's a social deficit for sure. Now you gotta put him in those situations so he can, and then let him figure it out. But we can't be mad like, damn, he ain't getting it. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna relocate him. I'm gonna put him in the lion's den, and I'm gonna let him figure it out. At least do that. Put him around them, like.
And let me get this straight. I get what Gorgeous is saying. Like, I literally get it, but I don't want to do everything for my kids, man. Like, I want them to be able to grow. And our job is to provide that healthy home for them, provide food and shelter and all of that. But then when we put them in, especially the location, and we put them in that right school system, when we put them in school, we're hoping that that we can drive by after school and see their interaction amongst their friends, especially if it's a little man. You see him with a young lady, and you're just proud. You're having a proud moment. I don't want to have to hold his hand and guide him through that step. I want him to be able to figure that out on his own.
I like that.
If you need some assistance, I'll give you a little, but I don't want to give you everything. It's kind of like what they say, to throw them in the water.
It's trial and error. It's trial and error.
Listen,
you gotta make the mistakes.
MC, let MC go. MC got.
I think I want to change my name from MC to double standard, bro.
Devil's advocate. Double standard.
Double standard.
I hear a lot of it through this podcast, right? We talk about. I watched a recent podcast. I won't mention it, but the idea is, and Gorgeous, and I think all of us really, could really attest to this. And give me your opinion on this, right? You have two kids, boy and a girl. They both fall, right? You run, you brush the girl's knee off, right? Oh my God, baby, you okay? She cries, you're okay. You're like, okay, baby, but the boy, get up, right? So when I hear R&B Reem saying he's pulling up to his son and seeing him talking to a shorty, my thing is, why can't you pull up on your girl, your daughter, and see her talking to a dude? What's
I could do it.
Okay. So
might be easy, but I could do it.
Why is it as men, right? We kind of, want to see our men, our boys, build the confidence up to go to talk to a woman, and that's what we try to build. But right, as a daughter, we try to teach them about us. We teach them that we are not perfect as men, and we should.
Our daughters are beautiful, brother, and we don't need to teach them how to meet men. Men is going to be flocking at them all left and right.
That's you already know, though.
How to, And yo, by the way, real quick before we finish this conversation, and I'm gonna go back to it. shout out to Urban Merchandising because he hollered at OG Nia Lee, and she officially just put us on her page. So
That's
Steph, go check that out, please. OG Nia Lee responded to our message, and she reposted us on her Instagram page. This lady
and I know her sister. Her sister's a teacher.
She has 1 million followers. So shout out to that right there.
And she got bars too. Hello.
Yo, and another thing, if you watching this podcast and you got something on your mind, let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe to the Mature Ejaculation.
Like these guys are on it tonight.
We want the engagement. We want the engagement.
But yo, check this out, man. Listen, I know what Double Standard MC is going with it, man. But look, I may not like it, but I'm going to have to. I'm not going to give it the same nod that I'm giving the son, but I'm gonna give it a look, and I better see that nigga by the end of this week. Look, I better be at this house by the end of this week.
Listen,
wait. Gee, can I just say something real quick? Because my daughter's 17, so I've experienced this and went through this. But my thing is, as fathers and as men, our daughters watch us and they understand. Like, my daughter knows what type of boy she could bring home and what type she can't.
She's seen her father.
Exactly. So
my daughter ain't never seen my pants off my waist, so you can't bring that home.
So, I mean, this is another big reason why, in our neighborhoods and in our communities that, girls still fall for the yo ma, you know what I mean? Because a lot of them ain't have daddy home to give them that game and tell them, listen, anybody ever at you, you never turn around. You never turn around for that. So, but that, go ahead, G Gorgeous. I just want to
what I'm really quick, whether boy or girl, my philosophy is again, when you ejaculate inside of a woman, that is nature, right? Once the baby is born, it's nurturing. We gotta nurture the kids into quote unquote what we want them to become. So what I'm saying to you is this: in regards to a boy, I could talk to my boy because he's probably gonna have the same experiences that I have. So I could say to him at some point in time, what you're going through at this point, I went through, and quote unquote, this is probably the best thing that you should do. As for the girl, all I could do is just lead by example so she have some kind of idea of what a real man is supposed to look like, how a real man is supposed to act, how a real man is supposed to treat society. So that's my point. You know what I'm saying to you? Until my boy is in the position where he could spread his own wings, I'm going to give him guidance till the sun come up.
Till the sun come up, and then when it's nighttime, you know what's happening.
Real quick.
Pull out that second phone, baby. Pull out that second phone.
Real quick, Reem, like he got a point. Like, as a dad with a son, I got 2 sons. So it's like, with me, like, it's so easy game for me. When I talk to my boys, they'll be like, look, your mother has never been a 12-year-old boy. Your mother has never been a 12-year-old boy. Your dad has. So if you want game, you want free game, like I always say, like you got a crystal ball. I tell my kids all the time, you got a crystal ball. You want to look into a crystal ball? Ask me, and I will tell you exactly how it's going to go down.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know, our kids really don't listen to us. Like, they obey us.
Yeah, they learn.
The thing is, you know what? Because nobody.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but guess what? I could still get an A+ on a paper without going to Africa.
Hello. Because
I read it. So you don't gotta be a 12-year-old boy in order to teach a 12-year-old boy how to be a 12-year-old boy.
Hey,
I mean, look. You teach.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Speak for the ladies, brother.
Hey.
Oh, Mike went mute.
Yeah, you're mute.
Yo, MC Double Standard, you on mute, baby.
I'm on mute.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Teach my 8-year-old, you know what I'm saying, how to be an 8-year-old daughter without being an 8-year-old girl. My point, I can still write a paper without going to Africa because I read.
Hold on.
That's cool. That's cool. But do you want to? You want a primary source or you want a secondary source?
Are you telling me right? That what I'm doing as a dad for my 8-year-old, I should just let me just do nothing because she's not a boy.
No,
yeah,
that's not what we're saying.
You ain't never been a 12-year-old girl, Mike.
That's not what we're saying, Mike.
You ain't never
MC, that's not what we're saying.
Girl.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's MC.
They're saying her mother is best to teach her at 8-year-old girl than I am
about certain things. Yeah.
Hold on,
Oh,
MC. What I'm saying to you is this.
Sexy.
Here's the deal. There is no question on God's given earth that you're a phenomenal father, right? And your daughter is absolutely paying attention to what you do and what you say. But please believe it, my friend, you can't teach her how to be a 12-year-old girl if you're not a girl.
Bro, you never got your period before, bro.
What?
What you gonna tell her? What you gonna tell her?
Every mother who has been 12-year-old is capable to teach their 12-year-old?
Yeah, well, MC, hold on, bro. What you're doing, MC, what you're doing is what you call, you're knowledgeable enough to know that, okay, I don't want my daughter doing this. So you tell her, don't do that.
Yo,
It'd be better if you do this.
Look.
So you have a girl, right? You only have a daughter, right? Let me just say that. You only have a daughter. Because you have never been an 8-year-old daughter, where does that leave you as her parent?
No, what I'm saying is this. I'm not saying you can't give your daughter advice.
What?
I'm not saying that you can't give your daughter advice, and I'm not saying that she won't listen. I'm not arguing that point at all, right? Because advice and education that you instill is
You just said the key word. The key word is educating. Whether you are a male raising a female or a female raising a male, it's educating. That's all it is. A woman could educate a woman, a daughter. A male could educate a male son. It doesn't.
Okay.
Hold on.
To a degree.
I'm gonna give you a timeout because this is great conversation. A funny story though, and I might be putting it on blast a little bit, but it's a funny story in my family. I have a daughter. She's 19. She'll be 20 soon. She got her friend.
Just 17 over there.
And when she got her friend, her mom gave her a tampon. I came in and gave her a pad because that's what she's supposed to have. Because I knew it because I had a goddaughter, Bria, previously. So I already knew. And that wasn't taught to me. I've never had my period, but I already knew. You're supposed to have a pad, not a tampon. Listen, hold on. Because we got to give ourselves a timeout because this is a great conversation.
Okay.
But when it comes to the art of conversation and just learning things, men deal with problems and we just don't speak as much.
Right.
That was part of why we thought this was a good topic to have because we need to talk more. There is something online. It's Abba and Preach. I'm not trying to commercialize them, but they just, why we think the red pill community is necessary, even with its faults. I didn't even know a red community exists. Red pill community.
Red pill, right.
Red pill community existed, but it does, where they talk about the toxicity of women and also we conversate more because in reality, when we look on TV or when we search the internet, we don't know, like there's no outlet for us as men. I'm glad that we have mature ejaculation now. Hopefully this is something that helps and guys come here. But we had ESPN. When we get together as men, you know what we talked about back in the day? Sports. We didn't talk about this, and this is what we need.
Sports and girls.
This is important.
Sports and girls.
This is important. We need to talk more.
I think I get.
So I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think I get what Steph is saying. You know, like this conversation is not so cut and dry. Like we can't just say that's what it is. So like what Gorgeous is saying, I get what he's trying to say, but every situation is different. Every man is different. Every woman is different. You know, like the example that he just used. The mother didn't know the right tampon, whatever it is. She didn't know the right one to use, right?
Your girls ain't had it yet, huh?
I'm dealing with reality and dealing with the conversation right
he
now.
oblivious already. You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm getting there, right? But but it goes to show that you can't just say like a woman would know better, because she should know better. And there's women that don't know better for certain things when it comes to their children, whether it's a son or a daughter. So if the dad isn't playing that role and he's able to step up, then we can't knock it. You know, we can't say, well, you're not a guy, you're not a woman, so you're not going to be able to raise this young woman, this young girl,
100%,
the woman that she should be. You know.
And my daughter's mother is a beautiful lady. She's taught her many, many things, but that's just one of those funny things that just happen. But Reem, brother, it's time for us to talk about what we drinking on. So go ahead, baby. Set it up.
I'm gonna. We're gonna have to have a part 2 on this one.
Yeah,
Gorgeous
we need a part 2. I had
something.
something to say, but we go.
We're gonna do a part 2.
I
love you, MC.
Guess what? Part 2. That's nothing but great content. So let's part 2 it up, and
every conversation is a part 2.
We gonna do what's up?
Every conversation we have is a part 2.
Let's keep it going. If it ain't broke, don't break it. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, I'm drinking that Screwball, and I'm keeping it, nice and dark. I also want to shout out a black business, preferably my own. Shout out to JK Logistics right now.
Okay.
We just started this week. We put it on the map. We are a trucking company. Check us out. Go to our page. We are out here hauling these cars and loading all this freight and bringing it across America.
We're gonna put that. Make sure we put that link. That would be in the.
Got a Geo Prism that I need to be moved to.
Yo, we ain't doing no Geo.
No, come on, son, don't do that. Don't be carist.
Better call a tow truck, brother.
Don't be a carist.
Ain't no job too small.
Geo Prism's gotta move too.
Talk to him.
Be gorgeous. What you drinking on, baby?
Yo, honestly, gentlemen, I want you guys to broaden your palates, because every week we're drinking Screwball and we're drinking the same shit. Every time y'all holler at me, your boy G Gorgeous, first and first, he's saving his liver. This week I'm drinking on some Chateau de Michel.
Hello.
Riesling. Because that's my favorite grape. And I'm chilling.
Oh, Chateau.
And keep in mind, I'm gonna make you famous.
Hello.
Yo.
Go ahead, gift the gab. Let them know what you're drinking on.
Oh Lord.
Humble entertainer.
Sugar, and more sugar.
Nah. Keeping it real basic. It's dark, man. It's empty now though. I just killed this. I'm keeping it dark. I've been missing home. I've been wearing my 40 belows all week.
Hello.
So man, I was sipping on, Evergreen, BX. I was sipping on that Hudson NY. It's empty now. And I'm gonna say salute to the RANs.
All right, Picasso. What's going on over there, man? Because I don't know what. Oh, I got it. I always get the like
Yo, Truly Yours. I've been sipping on some Trulies. I put a little pack of, I've been trying to keep the sugars and the salt out of my diet. You know what I mean? So I'm drinking on some hard seltzer with a splash of vodka in it. So the Trulies with a little extra vodka in it. I'm already down on this one, and I got another one that's almost done in this one. So
they got alcohol in it, Truly?
Yeah.
Yo, you forgot
2%
Gab
alcohol.
been drinking that for the last month.
2%, baby.
2%, but I've been trying to finish this little bit and add this to the bottle. So I'm bringing this. I'm pulling the bottom shelf stuff. I'm calling the audible, and I'm splashing it with this Georgie 100 proof.
Yeah, baby. High quality. High quality H2O.
How did you feel when you went to the liquor store and got that? Man?
Yo, King, Picasso, you can't have King in your name when you're drinking Georgia.
Listen, the King could definitely do what he wants to do. So,
hey, what you saying,
bro? How did you feel when you went in there and said, I want this right here, sir? Could you ring this up for me, please?
Well, I tell you what, I felt really good because I had a bottle of Douce, I had a bottle of Privilege, I had a bottle of Bailey's, I had that bottle, I had a bottle of Riesling, I had about 8 bottles. They gave it to me in boxes, and I was just the extra one. I just like, give me that too, and I just walked out with like 2 boxes.
The funny thing is, they probably thought you bought the George to clean your toilet. They probably thought that.
Yo, MC, what you got going on over there? You might have to switch it up. Since Gordon said we got to switch it up.
Yeah, I'm stealing it from my man Gab, man. I'm going dark today, B. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got that Patu, man. Yo, this is that.
It looks like they think, oh, this is a VSOP version. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm sipping on that joint. Let me tell you something. I love me the Henny, man, but this right here is so much more smoother than that Henny, B. I'm just saying. I don't work for the company, but they so good, man.
You love Hennessy, but you prefer the cousin.
I prefer
the Patu, which is cousin.
Patu. What's that? Yo, what is that? You put me on. What is that? What's Patu?
Definitely put me on to that last year.
That cognac, man.
It's cognac.
Right there, bro.
It's for a third of the price. For a third of the price.
Facts.
That too. Bottom shelf. What you sipping on over there, homie?
Drum roll, please.
Here we go.
All right. You know what time it is.
Teach us something.
This is a nice little summer drink, and we call it Screech at the Beach. Man, rest in peace, Dustin Diamond. Screech at the Beach. And y'all want to know what's in Screech at the Beach? I got a picture of that. So you know what we do here is we take some of this Capriccio passion fruit sangria. Yes, sir.
That's good. That's good.
Sir. Oh, thank you, sir.
That's
all right.
good.
And just a little splash of that Capriccio white sangria.
That's good also.
Let me tell y'all something. Sangria with 13.9 alcohol
Yes.
volume. But we ain't done. A little bit of that passion fruit because we already got the passion fruit sangria, right? Some pineapple chunks. And for the island, the Bajans, we got a little bit of that falernum. Put all that in there with a little bit of Tito's vodka. We stir that up, and that's called
crack.
Screech at the Beach.
Yeah, I like it.
Bottom shelf. I co-sign all that this week. We're golden.
Man.
We're going to pay 2 bills, fellas. 2 bills. All right? We got an author, 7 years old. Children on the spectrum are often classified, and they should not be. I don't say autism, I say artistic. Because they see the world in a different way, and they color it in ways that I only wish we could.
True.
He is an author. The book is called I Am Dylan, 7 years old. You can go to Amazon.com. Just write in, I am Dylan, 7 years old. Illustrated and all that. I am beautifully me, and that's who I'll be. My skin is dark and beautiful. Eyes are brown and wise. And there's many other pages. Amazon.com, I am Dylan. We keeping the kids 16 years old. Sarai V, I may be saying it wrong. This is her hat, her business at SARAIV with a dash or SARAIV Kids on Instagram. Children's clothes, all for the shorties. 16-year-old ebony girl. 2 entrepreneurs, young Black entrepreneurs. Support.
Shout out to y'all. Toast to y'all.
And before we get out of here, I just want to know, what is the old phrase that you still use to this day? I say word up. Still.
I still use fronting. You fronting, man.
Fronting.
Yo, money grip.
You know money grip, man. Cut it out, man.
Yo, real rap. That money grip right there. Money grip.
It's crazy because I don't know if it was like a few months ago, MC, but we had this convo and I was like, I talking about the word wet, and I was like, ever since I brought it up to you that day, I've been using it. I'm like, I'm wet though right now.
I'm wet. You're still saying out there on these streets, G Gorgeous.
Yo, really quick. Yo, MC, back in the days, you and I used to use this phrase, dead and stinking. Remember that?
Dead and stinking.
Yo, I got into an argument, right? with some dude, and I'm pissed off. And I'm like, you son, you messing me, you're dead and stinky. He's like, what?
That is stinking, yo.
You dead and stinking.
I ain't never heard that shit in my life, yo. That is
Definitely a
stinking.
241st thing.
Yo,
Definitely
Picasso, so what you still
Wait,
saying?
that was like a subcultural slang.
Yeah, no, that was a Mike and G thing.
At Lehman College.
I ain't never
slang.
heard of
Maybe.
Hey, yo,
Maybe.
y'all know y'all dead and stinking up in here. Dead and stinking.
Maybe.
That was the 4-train slang. 4-train slang.
Definitely.
That shit wasn't no four. That was a
Definitely
one
that was
train,
Blue
and
Parkway
you only
slang.
went to Dykeman. Picasso, what you still using out here on these streets?
Listen, an old term that I use is something that they used up in Baby Boy, which is the crib. I say, like the crib is home.
That's a classic.
So I always
sure.
say,
I like that.
I say, yeah, yo, just come by the crib or whatever. I'll be there,
Yeah.
whatever. So crib is where I still, lay my head at.
Yeah.
That's old school. I thought that was, that was just.
It's old school. It's definitely old school, but
Crib.
our kids don't say it, so it's old school.
Right. The kids don't say that now. We've
They
been
don't say
saying,
the crib.
and we've been saying crib before Baby Boy.
Hello.
But Picasso, just off that one thing that you said, that I still say whip. Like,
Whip?
I'm about to wash my whip. I still say whip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, you gotta watch it, gorgeous. He was like, whip? Like, you talking about slave? What you trying to say to me?
Malcolm X about to come out.
Oh, listen.
Whip
Thank
is
you for-
definitely old school. Whip is definitely old school.
Open like a token.
Oh, yo, that was
That's
an MC
crazy.
thing.
Thank you.
Right.
That was the Bronx.
Everybody, thank you for pulling up to the crib. R&B Reem, take them out, B.
Yo, man, this is another great episode. This was great energy and all that, man. Great conversation. So until next time,
Word up, B.
we see y'all. We're out, man. Peace.